What's up? Welcome to the Indie Show. We're back, episode 2. Again, we're partnered with Nickel City Wrestling, Lackawanna, New York. It's Nickel City Wrestling, Lackawanna, New York. Again, our Instagram is @_ the Indie Show _. Again, that's @_ the Indie Show _.
All right, let's get started with the first topic of discussion. And that's
Paige's sex tape and Summer Rae's nudes leak. Ryan, what do you think about that?
that's not very good for either of their careers because, and they didn't release them either. It was someone else that released the pictures that nobody wanted to see. Paige even took it to Twitter. She said that it's her private information. She doesn't want that being spread out. So, and it's not good for their careers either.
Oh, all props to Xavier and Brad, though.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 33. Full rundown of the match card.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for it?
4 to 5. And I'm not.
It's not looking too good right now.
But right now, what I'm looking forward to right now is probably the Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho will probably be something entertaining, just because they've been building this up for the past year or so, and it's for the U.S. title. Which, do I think Kevin Owens should be fighting for more than just the U.S. title?
Yes,
Of
of course.
Chris Jericho and him should put on a great match, and I think it should be pretty good. But other than that, there's really none. Double A and
We got
Neville intrigued.
I'll read you the rest of the card. Besides the KO and Jericho match, there's Austin Aries and Neville for the Cruiserweight title. Goldberg and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Shane McMahon and AJ Styles. No stipulation added, but I'm hoping there will be. The mixed tag team match with John Cena, Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice.
Let me say this. I'm glad Nikki got what she wanted, because I feel John could be fighting for the title right now and get the 17th?
Yeah.
17th.
If he didn't still have the title.
I can't believe I'm saying 17th, because he'd be breaking Ric Flair's record.
And then we have, speaking of Ric Flair, we have his daughter, Charlotte Flair, fighting against Bayley and Sasha for the women's title. Bayley's holding the title currently. Roman Reigns and Undertaker. Whose yard is it? We don't know yet. And then the last match that I see here is Enzo and Cass versus The Club, who have the belts, versus Sheamus and Cesaro. And, other than the KO and Jericho match, I'm not really liking any other matches right now.
One match we're supposed to see that hadn't been announced yet that I'm interested to see is Dean Ambrose's Intercontinental title. I'm expecting it to be Baron Corbin, which I would be totally fine with Baron winning the title. But Baron, he deserved to be champion. Dean, I think it's time for him to give the title up, and I think he should go right back to the World Heavyweight Championship.
Also, there's a SmackDown Women's title match there. It's a multiple women match, like anybody can be in it. They don't know the stipulation yet, though.
What about A-Double and Neville? I'm intrigued in that.
Well, Cruiserweights are doing pretty good lately,
I'm glad
I
to
think.
see A-Double back in the ring again. Who's not? It's been, a while.
Yeah.
Since we've seen, not just in NXT, the actual big scene. Not that NXT isn't big, but he was holding the title in TNA, 3 years ago?
Another match that's not on the card yet, but possibly will happen is Seth Rollins versus Triple H.
And let me say this. I really thought that was kayfabe at first, which I still think it is kayfabe, because it's hard to run on a tore ACL when you're... I didn't get it. I hope Seth isn't really hurt, but it's a shame that they're treating it like that, because it really didn't make sense to me.
I'm fine with the match, honestly, because, I think the storyline, I think how they ended Raw the other night was pretty good. It was a pretty good Raw. I liked Triple H attacking Rollins. That was a pretty good ending to Raw.
Well, let's get from this WrestleMania to the next. And we're going to include the big dog apparently the big dog is scheduled to be in the main event next year against Brock Lesnar for the Universal title.
Oh.
Is that true? I can't confirm that it's 100% true.
Take it with a grain of salt. It's not for sure yet.
I can't write that in stone and hand it to you, but
And plans change.
more
That's
than likely, if you don't see Roman Reigns in the ring at WWE WrestleMania 34, don't be surprised. Because I can see Vince giving up on him after a while. Because it's been so long since everybody's been on Roman Reigns' side. Which, if you're a fangirl and you're watching this, be prepared because I'm about to lay something on you. All the fangirls love Roman Reigns. All the fangirls love John Cena.
Nikki Bella.
All the fangirls love Goldberg. All the fangirls, I mean, the list goes on.
Faces. I mean,
But if you're an avid wrestling fan and you know what wrestling is about, we hate Roman Reigns. You hate Goldberg because they're taken away from the sport of wrestling.
if you turned Roman heel, I've always thought this that he would be awesome. Like when he was heel with the Shield, like everybody, I liked him personally.
And Brock has had his fun. You know,
I would rather Brock be the champion though than Goldberg right now. That's
honest truth. Speaking of heels that need to come back, CM Punk. I heard CM Punk the other day was getting challenged by somebody from UFC to fight. And I can't name him.
I can't really. Yeah, but hey, listen, I would love to see him back in the WWE.
Now CM Punk, Mickey Gall, that was pretty bad. Now,
Yeah.
I was expecting more from
But
Punk.
respect to Punk though for stepping in the ring. Never.
Now let me say this: not many can transition from sports entertainment. Not that I'm saying it doesn't take athleticism to be in the WWE or in any wrestling promotion, because it does. It takes unbelievably athletic people to do that certain type of stuff they do. But to transition from the wrestling entertainment to the UFC is crazy. Brock Lesnar did it, and everybody thought it was just kind of an easy thing to do because he did it in such a quick time. Which props to Brock Lesnar because he is a monster. But Punk, all props to Punk. I think if he should continue in the UFC, at least give it a couple more shots. If he doesn't get it, give it up. I hate to say it for everybody who's watching this, but CM Punk's probably not coming back to the WWE.
Yeah.
It's pretty much epidemic right now. It sucks.
Who knows?
But who knows? He may come back, and if he does, I'm fine with it. And if he does, I'm fine with it. He needs to win the title if he does come back.
Okay, let's switch
Speaking
gears.
of WrestleMania.
Yeah, let's switch gears to
the pre-show for WrestleMania. The Hall of Fame show.
Oh yeah. Jim Cornette inducting the Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, Jim Cornette.
He's classic.
You don't know who Jim Cornette is, but you probably don't because he's not on TV much. He's a backstage guy for WWE. Funny guy. If you want to know about Jim Cornette, look up his U-Shoot interviews.
Oh gosh.
I'll tell you one thing. I'll have you on the floor laughing.
Rock and Roll Express. I mean, I met them one time. They're classics. They were NWA.
But Jim Cornette, he's a booker for WWE.
Yeah.
But I'm glad if you know who he is, you'd be glad as well to see him back in the WWE if you're a fan of him because I feel like he kind of deserves to be back where he kind of started. But somebody he worked with, it's their birthday today. Happy birthday to Sting.
The icon. Never thought I'd see him in a WWE ring, but then, when was that? 2014. We saw him at Night of Champions against Seth Rollins.
14 or 15, something like that.
I think it was 14, and he injured his back. Finished the match out, and then his Hall of Fame speech, what was his catchphrase? It was like,
oh, Lord, I don't know.
I have no idea. Just forget that thought. Yeah, but he's classic. WCW. But happy birthday to Sting.
Oh, he's 58 today.
58. Okay.
That may
Let's
not be updated. That may be 59. I don't know.
sticking with the WrestleMania that we were talking about earlier. Chris Jericho is rumored to leave after WrestleMania to go on tour with his band Fozzy.
Which personally, I like that kind of grunge music, but the grunge kind of rock thing. But I'm not that. Fozzy hasn't really just intrigued me. I have not been a big fan of Fozzy. I'm glad he's sticking with what he wants and not what Vince wants. But Chris, buddy, I think you should stay in the WWE for a while at least. He's on fire right now. I don't see why there's any reason why he should
Yep.
leave right now.
And he's so entertaining. The list. You're gonna
It.
get it. Yeah,
You're gonna get.
it. But he makes Raw. He makes Raw entertaining. I mean, it's getting better, but Raw's still not as good. But he's so entertaining on Monday nights. Also, someone that, well, Chris will be at WrestleMania. However, Rusev will not because he has an injury. Don't really know the injury, but I just heard that he's out. I really like Rusev.
Yeah, I don't know. Rusev is a great athlete. Rusev, I think, I don't see him being champion. He's got the look. He's got the in-ring skill. He just doesn't have the mic skill.
No.
Which people are going to bring up Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar doesn't have the mic skills.
He has someone to do it for
But
him.
he has a great representative to do it for him in Paul Heyman. Lana, I don't see Lana leading a WWE champion. I just don't see it. But I love Rusev. I think he should win another mid-card title. And I'm ready to see him back. Speaking of Rusev, if you haven't already seen
Yes.
Southpaw Regional Wrestling, look it up on WWE's YouTube.
It's really
hilarious.
entertaining. We got what's his name, Bartholomew.
Big Bartholomew.
Yeah, and he's a farmer, and it's kind of funny to see him try to be like country, but he has a Russian accent. It's pretty entertaining.
Let me pull up some indie wrestling here. As we're sponsored by Nickel City Wrestling, they're going to be having April Mayhem, April the 29th. $14 for front row seats, $12 for general admission. If you want more information, you can call 716-597-2196, or you can call 716-545-6163 for tickets if you're interested. Again, that's
Yeah.
great wrestling. If you're in the New York area and you're looking for indie wrestling, not so much big time wrestling, go to Nickel City Wrestling.
Indie wrestling sometimes is just as good. That's what people don't realize.
And you think just because it's not WWE, it's not as good a product. And let me say, if you think that, you are the definition of a fangirl. I hate to break it to you, but that is the definition of a fangirl.
You gotta give indie wrestling a chance. It's some good stuff.
Indie wrestling is great, especially if you've got these small type companies that really don't get a lot of exposure. It's great because they need, I don't know, they need exposure to get out there so you can get their product to you. And it's a shame that more companies aren't as big as WWE, and I hate it that not any companies are close to WWE right now. Which that brings me to the next close company, I think, to WWE, and that's Ring of Honor. Supercard of Honor is coming up April the 1st.
Yeah.
I've got the match card on
That'll be an
hand.
interesting event. Ring of Honor always puts on good shows. We got the Hardys defending against the Young Bucks.
In the ladder match.
Is it a Is it a ladder match? That's
Yeah,
stipulation.
it's a title. It's a tag team ladder match. Yep. That's it.
The Broken Hardys can't get much better than that. I love that.
Broken Hardys.
The Young Bucks.
The ROH World Title match. Christopher Daniels versus Dalton Castle. I'm going to be honest. I haven't Dalton Castle.
Never heard of the dude.
I haven't really. I've heard of him. I haven't really looked into him before. That's all. That's on us. But apparently he's good to be in the main event of.
Supercard of Honor. Yeah.
Slipped my mind there.
There you go.
Back to the
There
tag
was
team title match: the Hardys versus the Young Bucks. Young Bucks, they're empty right now. They have no more gold. If you follow Matt on their Instagram, you'd see that the Young Bucks are back to square one. The Young Bucks are looking back to win the titles, kind of reclaim their glory, so to speak. But I don't know. They're putting on some great matches over there at Ring of Honor.
Yeah. I'll be interested to watch that match. Jeff will probably do something stupid, fly off a ladder.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day to him mess up something.
Him or there's another match. I couldn't think of it. It's Cody versus Jay Lethal in a. What was the stipulation? It was a Texas
bull rope
match. Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Cody and Jay Lethal, two of the most great overall in-ring, on the mic. If you haven't heard of Jay Lethal, look him up. Look up both of them.
Cody.
If you've heard of Cody,
You should have heard of Cody if you're a WWE fan.
Let me put it this way: if you're a fangirl, you know him as Stardust. Let me just say that. That ruined his career. That ruined his career in WWE.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna say it ruined his career because he is tearing it up in the indie scene.
Well, who wouldn't? I mean, the indie scene, you can do whatever you want. He's known as the American Nightmare now. He's just having fun. He's having fun in New Japan, Ring of Honor,
in the Bullet Club,
TNA.
Speaking of the Bullet Club, happy 4th anniversary to the Bullet Club. Even though it's a little late, I know it's a little late.
It was about a week ago, I think, but
yeah. This week, another one. Finn Balor's not advertised for tonight's Raw. Now, if you're watching this besides on a Monday, then this is taking place on a Monday. So
yeah,
this will go up tonight, I think, too.
We might get it up before Raw. It just depends. But yeah, he's not scheduled. He has been doing live events. One in Buffalo last weekend, I think.
Yeah, I think.
And another last night against Jinder Mahal. I saw he had his back was bruised or something. It must have been a good match because he was beat up pretty bad. But he's been working the live events.
I'm ready to see Finn back in WWE. It's been a while. I was deeply saddened to see that he had to give the title up right after SummerSlam, which him and Seth Rollins are so good together and they can work together. And all props to Finn. I've said this for the longest time now since SummerSlam. All props to Finn Balor for finishing that match.
Yeah.
The average guy can't. This goes back to me saying they can't be average athletes, because in pro wrestling you're gonna have to take bumps that hurt.
Unlike Goldberg.
Yeah, sorry Goldberg, that excludes you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm ready for Finn to be back. He put on a great match against Seth Rollins.
And I'm ready to see, Goldberg, I hope he gives up the title. He needs to give up the title.
I saw today Goldberg is, or let me put it this way, WWE has saw Goldberg's recent run as a success, and in my mind it hasn't.
That is crazy.
They've saw it as that, and they are trying to book him for more events after WrestleMania. I wish he would just leave. We all know Brock's going to beat him in probably less than 3 minutes.
Let me ask you this, Ryan. Finn Balor Goldberg loses the title at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar wins. Who's the next champion?
I'm going to go with Roman Reigns. That's what I'm going to go with.
Roman Reigns.
That is if Roman doesn't get drafted or traded, so to speak, to SmackDown. AJ would be going to Raw more than likely, but yeah, I could see Roman winning it. Maybe Finn. Maybe Finn.
I'm gonna tell you who I got. I've got two. I'm gonna say Finn or Kevin Owens, and I only say Kevin Owens because the rumors last year of Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble.
Oh yes, yeah.
And that everybody, even Vince thought that would be a good idea because he has mentioned that before. Do I think it'd be a good match? Probably so.
It wouldn't be a squash match because it wouldn't include Goldberg.
True. Now, do I think Brock Lesnar would come in being the big tough guy and dominating everything
probably.
And kind of screwing Kevin Owens as being like the weak one, the not as good one, kind of hide behind people's back kind of thing? Yeah, they'd probably do that, but I still think Kevin probably could pull it off. I think Vince would let him pull it off. I think it would be a great match if they did have one. I think what would be great is the promos they would cut.
Oh, yes. Well,
Paul versus...
Yeah, I was about to say, because
Kevin,
Brock won't be talking.
Yeah, of course Brock won't talk. Brock talks, I'll probably turn Raw off. Finn, he should have an immediate shot as soon as he gets back.
Let me ask you this, Millie. Who else is... I have another wrestler in mind, and I just want to see what your thoughts are. Who else is another front runner, or someone that you think should deserve the Universal title on Raw?
One person, I think that one person only that deserves it.
I'll go ahead and tell you mine. Sami Zayn.
Perfect.
El Generico, if you know him in Ring of Honor. Some of you might
if you're
not.
a fangirl, you know him as Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
There go. This to my indie fans out there. You know him as El Generico.
Yeah. Sammy, he's got a great move set. He just has everything that a wrestler needs. He's put on
Great
some
mic skills.
yes, great mic skills.
And the thing is that most wrestlers don't have is the crowd is behind him.
Yeah.
The crowd is one. The thing is the fangirls are behind him. So is the avid fans. So is every person who watches indie scene. So because not Finn Balor, but Sami Zayn has grown up in the indie scene, has made it big, and it still hasn't had his shot to make it to the top, so to speak.
Yes.
But him or
Cesaro.
Cesaro would be
What were you about to say?
He's doing the whole little thing in the 205 Live now, but Austin Aries.
Oh yes.
Austin Aries is a great champion in TNA. TNA's kind of tore down now, but
Suicide.
yeah, his old deal with Suicide, that was great. But Austin Aries can put on a show. His mic skills are on par. He's got everything he needs. Here's what I'm gonna say. Vince McMahon loves a guy who's big, who's strong, who's got great
Sweaty.
look. Sweaty. He's got great look, and apparently now they have to be over 45 years old. That's a different story. But Austin Aries isn't Vince's ideal champion. I don't
No.
think Sami Zayn isn't either.
No. Neither is
Sami Zayn's look is not, what you would think a WWE champion would be just because of the past champion. That's why John Cena is so successful. Oh, okay. What else we got?
staying
here?
with Austin Aries.
205
205 let's go there. Austin Aries, obviously, we've talked about it.
205
a little
Live is,
He's the number one contender now for Neville.
I like the idea of 205 Live. I think it's pretty cool that they give the Cruiserweights their own show, even if they have their own segment on Raw. But honestly, I'm not gonna stay up past SmackDown to watch Cruiserweights.
Yeah, it's undervalued. It's no one wants to watch it.
I mean, make it, put something to it. Make it a
Yeah.
pre-show. Put an extra. Raw's 3 hours. Put it ahead of SmackDown and make it a part of SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. I think Raw should shrink down in the hours. I think because I
Yeah.
don't think they have the.
But now with the Cruiserweight, they can.
Yeah, no,
Well,
yeah.
we won't have a Cruiserweight division if Raw shrinks down.
Akira Tozawa, have you seen that man? He's actually
Oh, yeah. The
he's-
Is that?
yeah
that him?
he's
The
he's kind of weird, but
I like. He's the crowd.
The
Again, the
German
crowd's getting behind.
suplex.
The crowd's getting behind him with the whole gimmick. I don't know.
I don't know what they're
confused
trying to
on
do
that,
there, but
Oh, what else we got here? Summer Paige, back to Paige. I hear her mom is gonna sue, which we can't do much about it.
yeah, I'm
now.
kind of confused why she's wanting to sue. I mean,
Which Paige? Why would you do that?
don't make the sex tape in the first place, and you won't have to deal with it.
Here's the thing. Don't make it with Xavier Woods and God, Xavier talks a lot on TV. I can't imagine what he'd do outside of TV. Brad Maddox, I haven't seen him in a while. We probably won't see him for another.
The special
2
guest
years.
referee for the Ryback CM Punk match.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He screwed Ryback over, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
yeah.
the low blow.
Yeah. But let me ask you this: what do you think Paige's sex tape being leaked? What do you think it'll do for Paige and Xavier's careers? What do you
I know
think?
what it did for Paige. It ticked El Patron off a little bit.
Oh yeah, Del Rio. He's
Paige, we haven't seen her on TV in a while, and I expect that trend to continue. 'Cause
two
after
wellness policies that.
Yeah, after this, it ain't. This is gonna be a rough road to recovery for her. And not only is it her, we're down to Summer Rae now. It's Summer Rae's news got leaked. What was it, yesterday? Yesterday, the day before,
Yeah.
or something like that?
I mean, we mentioned it earlier in the video. We haven't really elaborated on it, but
Summer Rae, we haven't seen her on TV, and again, we probably won't. Another diva that I'm confused on, Emmalina. Emma? What's her? I mean, I don't.
Whatever her name is, I don't.
mean, she's gone back. We waited what, 4 weeks for the Emmalina thing to come out?
I think more than that.
It came out.
I think a
She
lot
came
more than
out
4
for a
weeks.
3-minute segment and said that she's reversing it. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And I don't
She
know.
said like now the transformation begins to Emma. Like it just was a waste of time.
And
Just got to get her on TV somehow.
it was just, oh, it's crazy. Well, we've come to our new segment of the week where we ask each other. We have our indie stars of the week or the day. My bad. Ryan, who is your indie star of the day?
My indie star of the day is Kenny Omega, the cleaner, so to speak.
Why is that?
I just love watching his matches. His Wrestle Kingdom match with Okada, that was a thrill. I mean, that was like one of the best matches I've seen in no telling how long.
Wrestle Kingdom. If
That?
if New Japan would come to the Americas,
Oh,
I feel New Japan could give WWE a run for their money. If them and Ring of Honor kind of like collaborated more, I feel like WWE would be in trouble. Because Wrestle Kingdom, what was 11?
yep, right. Wrestle
Wrestle
Kingdom.
Kingdom 11. That show was terrific.
Yeah.
That was better. That is gonna be better than WrestleMania this year. I guarantee that now.
Yeah.
Not unless there's some surprise, which, there's not any surprise.
Usually the only surprise is
Oh, here's the surprise. Brock's gonna beat Goldberg.
what
I
a
just-
surprise.
Here, I'm gonna edit that out. Spoiler alert. Brock Lesnar's gonna beat Goldberg. I just spoiled WrestleMania for you.
If you didn't know already, it don't take a
I
common.
just spoiled it.
It don't take a brain surgeon to figure that out. But back to the indie star of the day. Besides Kenny Omega, who would you pick, Billy?
Right now, we've mentioned him before. Marty Scurll. Marty
yeah.
Scurll, the villain. I love Marty. Do I think he should be a mainstay in a bigger company than Ring of Honor? Yeah. Do I think he ever will be? Unfortunately, no. Only because everybody from the indie scene that does successful, besides, the exception for Kevin Owens and AJ Styles, they're not so hot.
No. I mean, and it's a shame, too, because Marty Scurll, I mean, oh my gosh, he's so much better than, I'm trying to think of some people he's better than, let's just say he's better than Roman. He's better than Goldberg.
He's better than Dean.
Better than Dean. But, you think he's better than Seth Rollins? Maybe.
He's close. If he's not better than Seth Rollins, he has the same exact.
And what's
skill
sad
set as
about
Seth
it
Rollins.
is Ring of Honor does not get the attention it deserves because everybody just watches WWE and calls that
let me
wrestling.
go back to this. 50% probably more than 50% of WWE is fangirls, and let me tell you why. It comes on TV, and you've got people like John Cena who are good. Which I'm not down in John Cena for anything he does outside of wrestling, but they do good with the community, and they do all these Make-A-Wish stuff, which that's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're not saying that they shouldn't.
Which that's fine, but that's how all these fangirls, fan guys. I'm generalizing these fangirls.
That's just a term. I mean, it's
They're generalizing these guys as good wrestlers just because they're outside stuff, and they watch WWE to watch these guys. You go to a WWE live event, you go to a WWE Raw, SmackDown, whatever, and you're going to see John Cena shirts in the crowd.
Oh, heck yeah.
Everybody there. Notice everybody who's chanting. I'm sure you've heard the "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks" chant. Notice everybody saying "Let's go Cena" is a girl, more than likely.
Yeah.
You have your 45-year-old old men out there who really don't watch it and are with their kid just chanting with them.
Yeah.
But the other
half of it.
Yeah, the Cena sucks is the guys.
Yeah, the older.
The middle age, I'm not putting them. Which anybody can be a wrestling fan. Let me say that. And I'm not saying that girls are more that aren't into wrestling, because if we have a girl watching this and she's a indie fan and she loves all the wrestling, avid wrestling fan, all power to you. And I'm glad, and I hope there's more of them out there than what I think there is. But unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot.
Yeah.
But, like-
I mean, and in WWE, girls can, I mean, people, not just girls, anybody can have their own opinions. We're just giving you our opinions. It doesn't mean we're down shooting people like we're talking bad about other people.
I mean, then again, the indie show is a shoot show. I'm gonna say that straight up.
Yeah,
we're gonna give our opinions.
Yeah.
This isn't something I'm just gonna like lay down and talk good about everybody because it's not what it is. This is a shoot show. That's what this is about. It's giving shoot ideas on stars, on whatever. But back to what I was saying. It's just Ring of Honor deserves more attention than what they get. If they did get more attention, they would be They would be the TNA, the 2010 TNA, who was giving WWE a run for their money.
Yep.
And all it is just advertisement. It's just getting out there. It's just being, I don't know. I don't know how to, I'm rambling. Right
Yeah.
now.
I mean, I'm going to talk about this too. I mean, this isn't indie. We're going back to WWE here, but what do you think of the AJ Styles and Shane McMahon match that they've already?
Oh, Lord, I love AJ Styles.
He belongs in the main event. That's what I'm going to say. And
yeah.
He should not. I love Shane McMahon. He's awesome.
Do I think this will be a good match? Of course. Do I think AJ should be fighting for something else than, bragging rights?
Yeah, always fighting for us.
Of course. There's nothing on the line for... I mean, okay. Fangirls, I'm sorry, this is coming again. AJ loses. He's off SmackDown Live. Oh, dang.
I mean, and what I was going to say is, I hope they add a stipulation to the match. Like, street fight. If AJ loses, he goes to Raw, which AJ's going to go to Raw anyway. That's what's heavily rumored right now.
If we want some more spoilers here, Goldberg won't be back in a year.
No.
He'll be in the Hall of Fame probably. Fangirls, if you didn't know it, he's like 55. he's not your in shape wrestler. Now Goldberg, he's in pristine shape, but the guy couldn't run 4 laps around the building without passing out.
If this was the 90s, I mean, we'd be happy,
Oh yeah, I would be ecstatic.
But it's like, newsflash, it's 2017. Goldberg's time is up.
And,
I mean, it's not... Gosh, I don't...
This is for my indie boys out there, too, who are avid wrestling fans. I got to figure up a word for y'all since every one of them are fangirls. That'll be back on the episode. Oh, speaking of this, we're going to have a Raw reaction tonight, too, after Raw.
So, yeah, be sure to tune into that.
Yeah, tune into that. If you're watching this, you've made it this far. Thank you anyway. But what was I talking about?
The indie fanboys or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Lord. But I got to think up a name for y'all. I'm getting tired of the dead gum. Yep. Let me spoil something for y'all. Roman's probably gonna be champion next year, and it'll probably be record breaking.
And some of y'all don't realize this either, but Undertaker's probably gonna lose clean to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yeah. My indie guys know this. Roman Reigns is gonna beat Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
Now Undertaker wins. I will be surprised as heck, because that means Undertaker's gonna come back for another year. That's just the way it works. In the wrestling world, here's the thing. This isn't like the NFL where you go out on a, horse into the sunset. That's not the way this works. You get put down and you put somebody over.
Oh, yeah. That's just how it is.
And that's why, Triple H really didn't need putting over, but Sting lost to Triple H clean.
Oh, yeah.
Who else?
And I love Sting, but, he, once again, is 50 years old.
Let's go back. What was 2007, 2008? Ric Flair lost to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels didn't necessarily need putting over, but Ric Flair needs somebody to put him down, is what it was.
Yeah, he's in bad need of retiring, or was.
Now, do I think Roman Reigns is the right person to retire Undertaker? Absolutely not.
What should have happened in my mind? When Brock pinned Undertaker should have came out the next night on Raw and retired. That's just it. Should have
Or,
ended.
I'm happy. I'm kind of
It's-
happy he came back. I'm kind of happy he got his feel good moment.
I have
coming
mixed
back.
feelings about it, but
But the one person I think that should retire, Cena. Him and Cena. I mean, he's the kind of the man. No, I'm sorry. He's the. I don't know how to say that because Roman Reigns is the guy. We gotta
the guy.
put the "the" in there for emphasis. So I think Cena should have done it. Do I think Taker's gonna win? Not at all. Would I like to see him win? No, not really, because that means he's gonna come back, and he's 50 years old. He needs to take a break. He needs to go back to Mark. He needs to go back to being Mark. Is what he needs. He needs to. Undertaker's been around forever. It's just not there for me anymore. It's there. Let me say this. It's there for the fangirls. Fangirls are loving it.
Hey, we're just picking on the fangirls
Yes,
today.
if you're watching this and you're subscribed already, which I don't know.
I don't think we have any subscribers right
Yeah,
now. But
subscribe though. That
yeah,
would be nice. Which we've already ticked off the fangirls now, but that's I'm having a hard time for them. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, but I know you love seeing Undertaker every week on Raw. I mean, that's not going to happen. People are expecting. The fangirls are expecting Undertaker on Raw every week. They're expecting Goldberg every week. They're expecting Brock. That ain't going to happen.
what don't make sense to me? Didn't Undertaker before Survivor Series come on SmackDown and say, "This is my home"?
Yeah. This is my yard.
And he's on Raw every week.
He's rumored for Raw
Or
tonight.
most weeks, my bad. Not yeah, he's rumored. He's
for Raw
backstage.
tonight. And if you're watching this after Raw, and if he's not on Raw, of course we didn't mean it literally. It's just a rumor. But it's crazy. Like I don't. They're all three of those guys. I will be surprised if I see them past WrestleMania 33.
Okay, speaking of WrestleMania, we'll just go through and say who we think's gonna win or something like that.
Give our brief predictions.
Okay, first match. I'll just go down the card here. The Raw tag match.
Oh, I got Enzo and Cass.
I do too. I think they're finally gonna get their
Are
opportunity.
they annoying as heck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think they'll win? Yeah. All right. Next one.
AJ Styles, Shane McMahon.
AJ Styles, Shane, man. I think I got Shane. I think what it's gonna lead to is Shane winning and AJ going to Raw. Other than that, if AJ wins, I still see him getting traded to Raw. Either way, it should work out pretty good. I think it'll be
Yeah.
a great match though.
I got Shane too. I just think, and it shouldn't happen either. That's the sad part about it. AJ belongs in the main event.
Hey, newsflash, Shane McMahon's not 20 anymore. He's 45, 50.
40. Yeah, I'll go 45.
Let's look at our match card here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 4 guys, and the 4 biggest matches at WrestleMania are over 45.
I don't.
That's a crazy stat. And it's not a good stat. And I hope WWE realizes that. And our main event has 2. You combine their age, they're like over 100.
Okay, yeah. It's just we could go on and on about this, but we'll move on. It's Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. Sadly, Randy Orton. I love Randy, but Bray has finally got his title, and he needs to hold on to it. Because if Randy wins, Bray, I feel like won't get another shot for a while. Like he'll get the match, but he'll lose.
Yeah, I know.
And Bray has finally got his title. He's finally won his his singles title that he's been so desperate for. And I just feel like Randy's gonna take it off of him.
Yeah, I feel like Randy will take it too. Women's championship match: Bayley, Charlotte, Sasha. Who you got?
Oh gosh, I don't like this, but I got Bayley. I think it's gonna be the dreams do come true. This is my dream match, so I'm gonna live it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate it. I wish Charlotte's my favorite diva, honestly, because I don't know.
She's a woman.
Woman, I'm sorry.
If we don't edit that out, it's because we just didn't want to take the time to
I'm
edit
so
it out.
sorry.
But he meant women. She is a woman's wrestler, and she is not a diva.
Okay, who you got?
Uh,
Oh, Nia Jax is also scheduled, or not scheduled, rumored to be in that match, like added to it.
God, she'll just be a prop. I have Sasha. I think Sasha's gonna pull it out, and I think Sasha and Bailey are gonna feud. Sasha and Bailey, Sasha and Charlotte can put on a match. If we all remember Hell in a Cell, they put on a fantastic match. And the women were the first to ever go in Hell in a Cell, more or less main event Hell in a Cell. Which that was a great, if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's a great match. Speaking of women, the mixed tag team match. John Cena and Nikki versus Miz and Maurice. Who you got, Ryan?
Well, I'm going to go with Nikki and John just because Nikki's about to leave. I think John's about to leave too. But, and Nikki she wanted to fight her last match, before she takes off with John. So I just think they're going to win.
No, I'm going to go against you here. And I'm going to go with Miz and Maurice.
You are?
I like Miz, give him a little bit of momentum because I've heard he's rumored to win the title. Which I'd love to see that too because Miz is great on the. He's been great lately, hasn't he?
Yes, he's always been able to cut promos though.
Let's go with Neville. No. We're gonna save that one for last. Neville versus a double for the
Austin Aries. If you don't know who that is, but you should. But
for the cruiserweight title, who you got?
I'm gonna go Austin Aries because I think he's getting in Neville's head. I mean, obviously it's a storyline.
Hey, I'm gonna spoiler alert, fangirls. It's not real. The script. It's a script. I hate to ruin it for you, but it's not real. They aren't coming off with the top of their head.
But who you got?
I got A double. I'm glad to see him back, and I'm glad he is back. And I think he should win the title. Do I think this is a title he should be fighting for? No.
No.
But if he wins it, I'm totally.
One problem I have: the cruiserweights are stuck behind the purple ropes. They should be able to go into the Raw ring, like beyond the cruiserweight division. Like I know for a fact, like Tony Nese and who's another one? Noam Dar. That would make a great team, I think.
Oh yeah.
They could win the tag team championships on Raw.
Saying.
Easy.
Unfortunately, Johnny Gargano and all them, they're gonna be cruiserweights.
I hope not, but
they're gonna be cruiserweights.
Okay. We could rant about that too.
Next match: Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho, U.S. title match.
KO because Jericho is probably about to leave for his Fozzy tour.
Yeah,
and
I agree the same.
I just hope they book him right. Like when KO was Universal Champion, they made him look like a wimp. They made him look like he was scared to fight. But now that he's he's a heel, he's what a heel should be. He's
back to the old Kevin Owens.
His attitude.
He's back to his Ring of Honor days where he's cutting good promos and being funny every now and then. But other than that, I think KO's got it.
I'm gonna miss Jericho though.
Yeah. Now, if that's true, he may not leave. Do I think he'll leave? Yeah, just because it's epidemic. It's just epidemic of him having a band.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard not to take off for your band to do tours and stuff. But the SmackDown Women's title. Who do you?
Well, we don't know all the people in it yet, so
We know Becky Lynch is going to be in it, obviously.
Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss,
Mickie James.
No, not Nikki.
Naomi.
Naomi's probably going to return. Spoiler alert.
Yep. Fangirls, here, since you're all diva, caught myself, women's fans, Naomi's probably going to return. If she feels good, she's probably going to return. And if she returns, she's probably going to win.
I got Naomi. It's in her hometown, WrestleMania is, and she's going to return, make her epic.
I feel the same.
But we don't know all the people yet in it, so it's kind of hard.
We could have a return of Gail Kim. Maybe Gail Kim. I
hate to say it, but
Eva
Marie.
Eva Marie may have it.
If she fights, if she don't get stuck in traffic.
Or Rollins can come off.
Rollins versus Triple H.
If this happens, only and if, I have Rollins.
I do too.
Just because it's the feel-good story, the protege beats the leader, the whole The whole
I got
thing.
Rollins as well. And this match isn't like on the card yet, but it's more than likely gonna be Corbin versus Ambrose. Who you got?
Or Corbin versus or Ambrose versus anybody else. I have Corbin.
I have
in
Corbin.
this match. No, and let's go with Ambrose versus everybody. If one opponent deserves it, it's Baron Corbin, just because they're a little feud they've had.
He needs a singles title. Like Baron Corbin is so underrated, and Baron Corbin needs a singles title. I got Baron in this match.
Fangirl, spoiler alert. Baron Corbin's a good wrestler, and Dean Ambrose is on the down low now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know you think we're forgetting one right now. Goldberg versus Brock. Who you got?
Oh, I mean it's pretty obvious, guys. It's gonna be Brock, and it's gonna be a 3-minute. Here's what's gonna be out. Here's my prediction: Goldberg spears him, tries to jackhammer him. Brock counters, and then Brock just takes over from there and squashes him. Like it's gonna be like a 3-minute match.
Hey, spoiler alert. Goldberg's not invincible.
No.
He can't take bumps. He's 55 years old.
If you haven't caught on to it, they're trying to build Goldberg up and make Lesnar weak, so Lesnar can just wipe him out and take the title. That's all they're trying to do. And who do you got, Billy?
Let me say this. He's 10 years away from me watching my grandpa wrestle. I mean, there's no other way around it. He went from a black beard to a gray beard. It's white now. Honestly, he is old. He is fragile. He is not a good wrestler.
Gosh.
Brock, I hope Brock whips him. Brock, you're not young either, buddy. You are 45.
I've always been a fan of Brock, though. You can't take anything away
Oh,
from
no,
him.
I can't. He's a monster.
I like Brock.
Now,
but
do I think he would be better as a 30-year-old champion than a 45-year-old champion? Of course.